Okay, let us start the next chapter, the surface area and the volume. Before starting this chapter, let us recall what you studied in the last standard, that is ninth standard. You studied some of the solids shapes or solids, that is sphere, cone, cylinder, cube, etc. Some solids you already studied their areas, that is total area, and the volumes. So you studied total area, volume, that is total area means it's total surface area, and the volumes of these shapes, sphere, cone, cylinder, cubes, etc. These are all you studied in your last class, that is last standard. So the shapes looks like this sphere. I'm just drawing the diagram which is feasible to draw here. Cylinder, cone, cube. So these things you already studied in the last class. So in this class what you are going to study is, what if I have the shapes like shapes are there in the environment or in your surroundings, which are a combination of these solids, that is a sphere is with a cylinder, or cone is on the cylinder, or there is a combination of cube and a cylinder, like this. So for example, if I take a tanker, water tanker, the water tanker will be like this. If you see the water tanker which is present, so it will be carried on the vehicle. I'm not going to draw the vehicle, I'm just going to draw the tanker. So you have already seen some tankers this, of water or milk or any petrol, diesel. So if the water tankers are there, if I look at this water tanker, so I can say that this water tanker is a combination of three solids. One is a cylinder, and there are two hemispheres. So this is one hemisphere and this is another hemisphere. So now if I look at this tanker, it has a cylinder and two hemispheres. So in this standard or in this chapter, we are going to study the surface area of these kind of structures, wherein it has more than one shape or one solids in their structure. So another example, this example is a tanker, and if I take another example, that is test tube. You already seen this in your labs. So test tubes are like this. So if you see the test tubes, okay, so again it is having two structures. One is cylinder, another one is hemisphere. So again we are going to study the area, surface area and the volume of this test tube like this. So we're going to study such kind of structures here. So the first subtopic or topic comes in this chapter is surface area of a combination of solids. So we already seen some examples above. Now let us find out the surface area of these solids. So as usual, the first example I'm going to take it as a tanker. So if I see the tanker, as I explained above, it has three solids. One is a cylinder and two hemispheres. So one is cylinder and two hemispheres. So if I start doing this, now I want to find out the total surface area of this solid. So to find the total surface area of the solid, I need to find the surface area of these three. Now remember what you studied in the last standard, that is in the ninth standard, you studied the total surface area of these solids. But in this, if I want to find out the total surface area of this combination of the solids, then you can see here there is some part. So if I take out all these parts separately, so cylinder, if I draw it, it has it is like this. So there is one curved surface area, that is this part. So this is my curved surface area, okay. If this part is opened up, if I open this part, it will be, you already studied this in a ninth standard, it will be like this, a rectangle, right? So the total surface area of the cylinder has this part, that is a curved surface area, and another two parts, one is this circle and another one is this circle. So these two circles are there, so one, and this one is another two circles. So if I see the total surface area of this cylinder, the curved surface area of the cylinder, this part will be 2 pi RH. You already studied this, 2 pi RH, and the area of this circle is, it's pi r square, and this will be pi r square. So total surface area will become 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r square. So 2 pi RH is of this sheet, that is curved surface area of this sheet, and pi r square is a area of one circle. There are two circles, so 2 pi r square. So this is my total surface area of the cylinder. But when I look at this particular solid, in this, these two circles, what I just explained, are merging with the hemisphere. So how the hemisphere looks like? So I'll draw that also. So this is my hemisphere. So this part of the hemisphere, the circle part, is getting merged with the part of this circle of the cylinder. So this particular area which we used to consider, to find out the total surface area of the cylinder, is not in consideration when it is being combined with hemisphere to form this solid. Understood? So what I am telling is, this part of a cylinder, that is this circle and this circle, is getting merged or combined with this hemisphere circle in these two areas. That's why while finding the surface area of this particular solid, we are just forgetting about these two circles of the cylinder. So we are going to find out only the curved surface area of the cylinder, not the total surface area. Remember this. Why we are not going to finding the total surface area? Because these two circles are getting immersed or combined with the circles of the hemisphere in this solid. So we are going to find out only the curved surface area of the cylinder, curved surface of area of the sphere, because again this is getting combined. So only we are going to find out the curved surface area of the sphere. So this is curved surface area of the sphere. So curved surface area of the cylinder we are going to find out, and curved surface area of the hemisphere we are going to find out. And we are going to add these two to get total surface area. So curved surface area of cylinder plus curved surface area of hemisphere into 2, because there are two hemispheres. So this is important in this concept. In the previous section we used to study the solids separately. When I used to study solids separately, I used to find out the total surface area. But when the solids are combined, some of the parts of the solids are getting merged or combined with other solids, just like I shown here. The circle part of the cylinder is getting combined with the circle part of the hemisphere. So instead of finding the total surface area, we are going to find out the curved surface area of the cylinder and the hemisphere, and we are going to add these two to find out the total surface area of this solid. So this is important. If you understood this, then you can do all the problems very easily.